Hi, friends. It's Miss Cathy from the Mary L. Cook Public Library, here for another story time. We're going to be using our imaginations today to pretend that this gazebo is a tower at the top of a castle. And we're going to enjoy some stories and songs all about princesses. Mr. Len is here to represent the princes that are watching Storytime today. So, if you're ready, let's open and shut them, open and shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open and shut them, open and shut them. Fold them in your lap, lap, lap. Let's get ready for our first story.
Princess Party by Joy Allen. Published by G.P. Putnam's Sons, a division of Penguin Young Readers Group. A princess is pretty in pink, red, or green. A princess is perfect in dresses or jeans. A princess is posh in boots or high heels. She likes to dress up and show how she feels. A princess can twirl. A princess can whirl. A princess is such an incredible girl. A princess is pleased when her friends come to stay. It is grand to have pals to play with all day. Puffy pink ponies are proper to ride. Carriages take the procession outside. Defend the castle. Dance at the ball. Plan a tea party. These girls do it all. Till it's time to take boots and beads off for the night. Read a fabulous story and turn off the light. And in their dreams, princesses twirl, princesses whirl, for princesses are incredible girls.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that first story and we're ready for a song. If you want to stand up where you are at home, we're going to go through the motions before we sing. And the song goes to the tune, Skip to My Lou. So it starts out with, curtsy like a princess. So even if you don't have a dress on like I do today, you can just kind of hold whatever you're wearing or just pinch your fingers out to the side and bend your knees. Curtsy like a princess, just like so. And we'll repeat that 3 times. Curtsy like a princess. Mr. Len is here to help us with bow like a prince, just like so. Then we're going to do juggle like a jester. Oh, Mr. Daniel's going to help us with that part. Then we'll fly like a fairy. And then we'll roar like a lion. Roar. So those are the words and those are the motions. And we'll put it together to sing Curtsy Like a Princess. It goes like this. Curtsy like a princess, just like so. Curtsy like a princess, just like so. Curtsy like a princess, just like so. Curtsy like a princess. Bow like a prince, just like so. Bow like a prince, just like so. Bow like a prince, just like so. Bow like a prince. Juggle like a jester, just like so. Juggle like a jester, just like so. Juggle like a jester, just like so. Juggle like a jester. Fly like a fairy, just like so. Fly like a fairy, just like so. Fly like a fairy, just like so. fly like a fairy, roar like a dragon, roar just like so, roar like a dragon just like so, roar like a dragon just like so, roar like a dragon. Great singing and great motions. Let's get ready for our next story.
Goodnight Princess by Michelle Robinson. Illustrated by Nick East. Published by Puffin Books. The stars are out, the moon is bright. It's time to dream. Let's say goodnight. Goodnight necklace. Goodnight crown. Goodnight slippers. Goodnight gown. Goodnight throne and goodnight dress. Time for bed. Goodnight, Princess. Goodnight palace, goodnight king. Goodnight pony, goodnight ring. Goodnight queen and goodnight dress. Time for bed. Goodnight, Princess. Goodnight, fairies. Goodnight, flowers. Goodnight, balls and bells in towers. Necklace, dresses, gems and rings, posies, ponies, queens and kings. Magic slippers, balls and gowns, moon and stars and sparkly crowns. Good night all and good night dress. Time for bed. Good night, Princess.
Well, we're ready for another activity, and I have some colored crowns here. Before we begin this activity, let's say the colors together. This is blue. Good job. Mr. Ruth?
Yellow.
Yellow. Our prince knows his colors. Red. Good job. Pink. Purple. And the last one is, good job, green. We're going to do a little rhyme. The princess wore her, we'll start with blue crown, blue crown, blue crown. The princess wore her blue crown all day long. And we'll go through all the different colored crowns as we say our rhyme together. Prince Len, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, I'm ready too. The princess wore her blue crown, blue crown, blue crown. The princess wore her blue crown all day long. The princess wore her yellow crown, yellow crown, yellow crown. The princess wore her yellow crown all day long. The princess wore her red crown, red crown, red crown. The princess wore her red crown all day long. The princess wore her pink crown, pink crown, pink crown. The princess wore her pink crown all day long. The princess wore her purple crown, purple crown, purple crown. The princess wore her purple crown all day long. The princess wore her green crown, green crown, green crown. The princess wore her green crown all day long. Great job with your colors.
Princess Me by Karma Wilson. Illustrated by Christa Unzner. Published by Margaret K. McElderry Books. There is a princess in the land. She's sweet and kind, but oh so grand. Forever may her kingdom stand. Long live the Princess Me. She wears a royal cape and crown. She wears a fancy frilly gown. She hardly ever wears a frown. She's cheerful as can be. Her father king and mother queen, the nicest pair you've ever seen, are never angry, cruel, or mean. Nor is the Princess Me. And just who could this princess be? The lovely, faithful Princess Me? Her knight's the best there ever was, and what the princess says, he does. He's strong and brave and true because she rules so gracefully. Her maids in waiting serve her well. Each time the princess rings her bell, they come and say, "Yes, mademoiselle? What can we do for thee?" A splendid tea is set each day, and all the royal ladies stay to chat the afternoon away with clever Princess Me. And just who could this princess be? The lovely, faithful Princess Me? To all the people in her land, the princess gives to those she can. From weakest child to strongest man, she serves all faithfully. She's almost perfect, but it's true. Sometimes she's cross or mad or blue. She's really just like me and you, as normal as can be. Each night the king will kiss her head, the queen will tuck her into bed, and when the princess prayers are said, she sleeps so peacefully. And just who could this princess be? The lovely, faithful Princess Me? Who is this girl? I wonder who? Of course, my love, it's Princess You.
Well, we're ready for another activity, and we're going to use our fingers for this one, and we're going to be counting down from 5. It's 5 little fairies, so we'll hold our 5 fingers up, and then each fairy is going to be leaving. So we'll go to 4, to 3, to 2, to 1, and then no little fairies are going to be left. So it's 5 little fairies, and they're going to be sitting on the floor. 1 flew away, and then there were 4. Good job. 4 little fairies sitting in a tree. 1 ran away, and then there were 3. 3 little fairies. How do you do? 1 went pop, and then there were 2. 2 little fairies lying in the sun. 1 fell asleep, and then there was 1 little fairy all alone. Say goodbye. It's time to go home. So those are the words, and you can hold up your fingers as we go through the rhyme together. Are you ready, Prince Len? All right. 5 little fairies sitting on the floor. 1 flew away, and then there were 4. 4 little fairies sitting in a tree. 1 flew away, and then there were 3. Good job. 3 little fairies, how do you do? 1 went pop, and then there were 2. 2 little fairies lying in the sun. 1 fell asleep, and then there was 1. 1 little fairy all alone. Say goodbye. It's time to go home. And it's not only time for the fairies to go home, but it is time to end another story time. I hope you have enjoyed using your imagination, pretending to be a prince or a princess at home, that you've enjoyed singing and doing our rhymes. I know Prince Len and I have enjoyed spending this time with you. So, if you're ready, we will tickle the clouds, tickle your toes, turn around, and tickle your nose. Reach down low, reach up high. Story time's over, so wave goodbye. See you next time.